I'm Mary Portas.
Mary, why you bugging?
I made my name turning department store Harvey Nichols into a fashion powerhouse.
Mary, I need your hugging.
Now I'm turning my attention to a retailer that I think has untapped potential: charity shops. We're in the middle of the worst financial crisis and environmental crisis in living memory. People want bargains and they also want to be a bit greener. Charity shops have an opportunity, but not as they stand today. I've been handed a failing charity shop and 5 months to turn it round. I'm starting to lose the will. I've been trying to solve the biggest problem: hideous donations.
Fabulous Topshop jacket.
I convinced my charity to invest £15,000 in their shop.
Doesn't this look great?
But my staff are rebelling against change.
One of the regular volunteers has handed in a notice.
Because of what you're doing and spending the money.
Now I'm on the final leg. I've got to convert the nation's fashion lovers to shop charity.
Would you mind if we styled you?
Yeah, I'm so down with that.
What's wrong with your hands?
And with a month to go, my bosses have set me a tough challenge:
We would be looking at £2,000 a week.
to double the profits.
It's a tough challenge.
Mary.
My newly designed shop has been open for 4 days, and it's a world away from the nightmare I walked into 4 months ago.
Now the shop's beautiful. You feel proud to work here. It's not like a grotty old charity shop. It looks like some kind of West End shop.
It's early days for my new manager, Joe, but I'm hoping to prove to the charity bosses that employing a shop manager is worth every penny. And so far, Joe's keeping up my good work.
Scary. This is just yuck, so I'm not even bothering. I actually hate that. It's disgusting, but...
But there's dissent in the ranks. Some of the volunteers are still not happy with my changes.
I don't, it's just the whole attitude, the whole thing. It's not the same as it was.
Like it used to be.
No.
It's
Not overly comfortable with it, no.
A little bit haphazard.
Yeah, don't know whether we're coming or going, really.
Well, this one now is not a charity shop, in my opinion. It doesn't look like a charity shop. It looks more like a glorified indoor market.
With just over a month to go before I hand back the keys, I'm a long way off my target of £2,000 a week. If I want my sales to soar, I have to entice a new wave of customers through the door.
Morning, ladies. Nice and busy for a Monday morning.
And my final touch to breathe new life into the shop is giving it a name change. It's Goodbye Charity Shop, Hello Living and Giving.
Taking a lot of money, Ivy.
Yeah.
How are you?
I'm fine, thank you.
It's all part of an idea I've got to broaden our appeal by bringing in some very unique stock.
Oh, come on, they can't even follow me out the door.
Today, I'm taking my volunteers out to target the local community.
One.
But when I get on the bus, a quick head count reveals someone is missing. Brenda, right from the beginning, has been one of my most committed members of the team. But since the refit, I feel she's lost interest.
Brenda, you coming on the bus with me? What do you mean now?
Clear all this up.
Clear what up?
All the toilet and everything else. Yeah.
She's happy.
No, I need you on the bus.
Don't leave me, you've got enough.
Brenda, I need you on the bus. You've been part of my whole campaign.
No, I'm not coming. I'm going to do this.
But why? I can get someone else to do that.
I've started it now and I'm going to finish it.
No, but you've been part of my other stuff and I need you.
I know, and I've done enough, I think.
Do you think so?
Yeah, I think so, yeah. I'm okay.
You lot, honestly. I adore Brenda because she's so good. But things have changed. It is scary for them, but the energy that I keep putting into the staff is just getting a bit tiring for me now. I've just got too big a job to do, and it's just, you know, I've got to have the people that get it.
Think of your charity shop as a cooperative, this living shop where people are coming in,
selling, bringing in stuff they've made, bringing in their fashion, trading it. So it actually becomes like a community-based cooperative. Now, nobody else has done this before, and ours is going to be the very first one. Right, we need to start our campaigns. Obama's got nothing on us when it comes to campaigns, baby. And give these out, guys. These are your charity shop needs you.
And deep in the suburbs of Orpington, I've discovered a place which is exactly what our shop needs. A hotbed of artistic talent and potential recruits for our shop. Ravensbourne College is where great British designers like Bruce Oldfield and Stella McCartney started their careers.
Stop making and creating.
I want these students and their designs in my shop. And to entice them in, I'm offering them something no charity shop has offered before. A share of the profits.
OK, good afternoon. I am working with Save the Children. Most people who sell in charity shops are people who have some time to give. And generally, it's the people you see here. And I need some younger models, because you know what happens when you get younger models as well. Younger people come in and shop. So what I'm doing today is I want to sign any of you up who might be making some brilliant fashion samples. I'm giving you a free shop to sell your product. Take a stand. You can call your department whatever you want. You can pretend it's Harvey Nicks and sell your designs. You can take half of the profits and Save the Children take the rest. One of you, what do you make? What do you design?
Bags and clothing.
Bags and clothing. So I'm going to bring my stuff in and you promote it, and you'll promote it. Joe is the manager. So Joe is going to get your names after this, along with my team. Joyce? Yeah? Right. We're going to sign you up. Joycey, you're going to get them to sign up. Lila, these women have given years to this, and I need some young blood. We need you. Living and giving need you. Look, that's fantastic, you guys. Look at this.
Lila's been an enthusiastic supporter of all my plans, and she's particularly enthusiastic about rounding up the young men in the group.
Would you be able to stay for a little while down there with us?
Sure, we could do that.
And so that would be nice. Would you like to sign that, please? There's a lot of interest, and a lot of the young ladies says they're going to come down and look at the shop because they haven't seen it. They don't know what it's like, you see. Because if you're down there, I'm sure some young ladies will come in.
Yeah, not just young, I think some older.
Oh, he likes them older, does he?
No comment.
Yeah. Think creatively. Come on, everything has a word.
I mean, if we were to help volunteer, would we be helping sort through the bags and choosing what to do? Because that would be fun as well.
If I walked into that shop and saw that vibe going on, I want to shop there.
What is it? I'd like to know what that is intended to be, because I don't know anything about fashion.
Okay. It's based on, it's like a face, like on a balaclava.
Yeah, well, that's what we can see,
yeah. This is just like a first toile, so it's like in the development stages at the moment, so...
I wonder why it's now.
Anything in your cupboards as well, donate. Donate.
Getting people to see their local charity shop as a marketplace where they can sell their wares will be just what charity retail needs to transform it from a place where old things go to die into a buzzing environment full of life where people want to go. And I've just got my first recruit.
And these are some bags which are made out of seat belts, and
Oh, they're fantastic.
They're
fantastic. Take them in.
Yeah.
Also, you know what you could do is you could take some stuff from the charity shop and recycle it.
Yeah, that'd be perfect.
Yeah, wouldn't it?
I can't wait to get these lively designers into my shop. Since I started my charity crusade, I have been battling with one of the sector's biggest problems, the falling quality of donations. Staggeringly, less than a quarter of the items donated to charity shops are good enough to put out on the shop floor.
Any retail business, whether it's a charity shop, whether it's a market, whether it's a supermarket, it's about the product, number one, OK? All the other bits, great. They make shopping pleasurable, but it's the product. And currently, the charity shop's products are just not good enough.
I've called together volunteers from 3 other charities to present them with an idea I've designed to make moth-eaten jumpers a thing of the past.
We've exhausted all the traditional avenues of getting donated stock, so we've got to do something new.
Good afternoon, ladies. Today I'm launching a new campaign and my hopefully winning slogan. D-Day, Donate, Don't Dump Day. I want to be a regular date in the calendar, OK? In the calendar of businesses. It's an idea that worked a treat for my shop when we went to British Gas and asked the employees to bring in 1 or 2 items they no longer wore. Now I want these ladies to do the same. What I want you to think about is being proactive sales teams who are going out and saying, we need this from you. We need this from you. We need this from you.
And I do this automatically with my friends.
Yes, with your friends. Yeah. And my darling, I bet your friends are gorgeous. But I'm talking speaking to 250 people at a time. OK?
OK.
OK, let's get going. The bit I'm going to like. Get your boobs in that one then, Chris, OK? D-Day is vital. They need to spread that word and they need to spread it with passion. To get the ball rolling, I'm giving the ladies some eye-catching promotional material, a list of facts and a few tips on how to present.
Oh, I don't like it.
And I'm setting each of them up with a company to present to.
Oh, no, I'll do it.
Unless step up. She's done it.
But before I drop them in at the deep end, a practice pitch with some of my own staff. Some of my team. Right, I'm going to start with Chris, Caroline and Hester, who will introduce themselves. So you come round the front.
Hello, I'm Hester from Mind Charity Shop in West Wickham, and I'm here this morning with Chris and Caroline. Each of you has a spectacular item of clothing in your wardrobe that you have not actually worn. We know this because statistically 86% of women have something in their wardrobe that they've never worn.
You mentioned 86% and suddenly you became powerful.
This is really where you leave absolutely in their heads that they're going to go home tonight and go through their cupboard. Take it away, the hospice. Next up, it's Inga and Trish from the North London Hospice.
Please come and help us. This is a really good cause.
Would we give to these two?
Yeah.
Finally, Bev and Shruti from Barnardo's.
We help over 100,000 children per year. I can't do it.
Can't you?
No. I'm so nervous.
Oh, come on. Let's do it. Let's do it. Together. Come on, let's do it.
You're gorgeous. Come on. Presenting to the crowd is never easy, but I believe the genuine passion these women have will touch people.
If you could donate even one item per month, one item, everybody could donate one item, that would be fantastic. And you could do it on a regular basis. So our motto is, don't delay, donate today.
How fabulous was she when she talked about her charity?
Thank you. I think it's a good idea, and I think it will work. If you work hard enough at it, then I think it will work. But it was nothing.
This is the most important thing to me about the future of really good charity retailing. If we don't get out there into the heart of society and say, give me better donations, people aren't going to come to us and buy. So think about that, guys. You know, go out there and just give that passion and energy that you all have. Just go out there and don't worry, those people will deliver. OK? Well done. Thank you so much. I'm not expecting them to be, you know, professional presenters, but I want them to feel that real, God, I believe in this. And if they believe in it, they'll get the message across. And that actually is the most important thing that came out of today. They believe in it. Back in Orpington, it's been a week since Joe took over as shop manager.
We had bric-a-brac for there, didn't we?
Yeah, but I don't want to spread it all out. It was just crazy the way you were doing it. You can't spread little bits out.
But she's struggling to keep the volunteers on side. It seems some of them have a problem with authority.
We've always sort of just done as we thought was right. Now we have to make sure that we're doing what is necessary or what suits the manageress, you know.
My new ideas are taking their toll. The volunteers are against the changes, and this time they mean it.
Oh, these are the cards for the people that have actually left. So we've lost probably 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 at the moment.
And it seems that the exodus isn't over yet.
Yes, just come to say goodbye.
Very sorry to see you go, Maria.
Thank you. It's
Very sorry to see you go.
They just don't know what's going to happen. They're frightened of change. They think there's all these new people going to come in and they won't have a place anymore, I think. So I'm trying to reassure them, no, you've been here longer, you'll be on the till, you'll be showing the others what to do. But it's just going to be hard, I think.
I'd hoped that a day-to-day shop manager would help focus the volunteers. I need this to work, so I just hope Jo can remain resilient. Which is just what I need my army of volunteers to be today. It's phase 1 of D-Day and the volunteers are going face-to-face with the workers at 3 of the biggest companies in the country. Bev and Shruti from Barnardo's are heading out to drinks company Britvic. Chris, Hester and Caroline from Mind will be facing the internet crowd at Google. And Trish and Inga from the North London Hospice at publishing company EMAP.
Hi, everybody. Hi.
Bev, whose nerves got to her in the practice pitch at my office, is now about to face an audience of over 100 people.
Nervous. Really nervous. Shruti's more nervous than me.
I'm very nervous, to be honest, but I'll try my best to see. I think everything will be fine, but never know. When you see that much people, you just get more and more nervous.
These companies are all major corporations with lots of charities vying for their help. If my girls are going to get great donations in 1 week from now, then they must make a lasting impression. My office is just round the corner from here. It's quite the kind of Fashionland area, so I've just turned up to have a look at Trish and Inga to see how they're getting on. I actually feel nervous for them. I feel like kind of mother sending her kids off to school on the first day.
Can you hear me?
No, put it on. Don't do it in my ear. That one. Shout.
Testing, can you hear me?
Pound of pork sausages. Oh, sorry, I've got the wrong piece of paper. Right. Right, I'm Chris. I'm manager of the Mind Shop in West Wickham.
While Chris warms up the crowd a few miles away, Bev and Shruti have overcome their nerves and they're telling their workers exactly the sort of things they don't want.
Right, I'll tell you some of the things that we've had in the past. People's false teeth. People's ashes. Baby's dirty nappies.
An 84-year-old Inga is about to prove there's nothing she won't do for charity.
No, keep covered up.
Now the ladies have the crowd's attention, it's time to really drive our message home.
What we need good quality donations.
So you can bring it here, we'll save your time, and it will help us as well. You can help over 1,000 children from one item, so think about it. Together we can help those people, so don't forget, don't delay, donate today. Thank you.
Well done, girls. Pitch is over.
We're going to be here on Tuesday next week in the afternoon to collect all your goodies. Yes? Yes. Donate, don't dump. Turn around. D-Day, come on. D-Day.
I really hope that their messages hit home. They gave it their all today, and if that doesn't work, I don't know what will.
What I love, though, is they've done it their way, you know? They have done it totally their way. I mean, how could you not love Inga stripping off?
How do you strip so well?
I don't strip well.
You did strip well.
Well, thank you very much.
You stripped very well. You nearly took the last garment off, which worried me.
But I wanted to show my bra. It's a nice bra.
In a week's time, my girls will be back in the hope that they've convinced these young, fashionable workers to clear out their closets.
They really brought out what D-Day is all about, and I think right now is kind of an interesting time to bring this, especially with the economy going on.
I think it's a really good initiative, really, really inspiring.
A lot of people are starting to sell things on eBay, a lot of people aren't donating stuff. There is a huge percentage of people's wardrobes that are just sat there gathering dust.
Who'd have thought that Inga and Trish from North London Hospice once a month will be coming down to a big business like EMAP and getting their goods? It gives them a proactive way of running their business as opposed to a reactive. We're just going to sit here and we're going to see who gives us stuff, and we're lucky if someone dumps something. No more.
When I took over my charity shop, I set out to prove that it could be a successful retailer, as long as it was run like one. But 2 weeks into the job, and Jo is struggling to keep on top of the volunteers, and whenever her back is turned, some of the pensioners are still putting out tat. And that's just not going to make us the money we need.
I found that they'd put so many things on the rail that were so bad, Mary.
I know.
Really horrible stuff. It's just really frustrating, really, and I'm just doing the job which they're doing. I'm doing it again.
So basically, what's happening is, when you're not in there, they're just putting out the old crap.
It's hard. It's like they're saying, oh, well, when you're gone, that we'll put our other things back out, you know?
Yes, but you can. If you're in there full-time, you can manage that. You can say,
yeah.
No, do this, do that. They're self-managing themselves on what they like doing.
Yeah.
Every time with this charity shop, you make one big leap and you think, hey, we're getting a step ahead. And then there's always a problem. After nearly 5 months of our hard work, I can't let my volunteers lose sight of the end goal.
Who's on this morning? Is it your shift?
Not really, no.
Who put that tie on that shirt?
I don't know. I'll pass on that one.
I can't go on. Let's get rid of that off there. There are things that are really fabulous little discoveries in here. So I want to go over to this wall and you go, oh, wow. And it might be a lovely book, it might be a cursive. It ain't that.
We need to hit our £2,000 target. And to do this, the team have to change their ways of a lifetime and start answering to their new boss.
I think because they're just so set in their ways and they think what they've done's right and they just want to carry on working in the way they worked. But it's just not going to work that way
But that's
anymore.
selfish. That's not actually them working for the charity. As you manage this more and more the way you want, the people who won't support you, you've got to be tough on. You know, this is a business. This is a business.
Yeah.
You've just got to manage this like you would be managing a proper retail shop. Bad behaviour, sorry. You know, just because you're a volunteer and you're giving your time for nothing doesn't mean you can come in and behave bloody appallingly. So you've got to be strong and know that you have delivered a profitable business.
I have called everyone into the shop because I need to get them back on side.
OK. Now, I'm proud of this shop. I think it's amazing. And I hope you are all proud of it and think it's amazing too. And actually, if anyone isn't proud of it, I don't care. Because we need to sell, make this successful, not because of our opinions, but because of what we need to raise money for Save the Children, OK? Whether some people think it's dark or I don't quite like it, I actually don't care, and I'm not going to get into that, because this is the future, and we need to make this even more successful, OK? I just don't want any more moans, and there have been moans, but I'm not even going to mention it again, because I just don't want it anymore. No more moans, it's not like the old days. Bloody good job it's not like the old days.
That's all I say, so I'm not listening, right? I don't want to hear it. We're all in this together. We move on. So, Jo, is there anything that you want to say to the team now? You know, what's the most important message you want to give them?
And yeah, there is a lot of things we need to do to change, and I don't want to upset everyone, but if we can all work together, we want to be all working for one goal.
OK, onwards! Getting tough is no fun, but it seems to have done the trick.
Well, I think it should work, and if we all do our best, I'm sure it will. Don't you think
and
so?
if something doesn't work, we cut it out and do something else.
Yeah, if you don't like it.
Yeah,
it's too hot in the kitchen.
Majority.
Out you go.
You're bound to get the odd moan, but I mean, we shall just say, shut up.
We have worked too hard on this place to let it fall down because of a few grumbles. I just can't look at the balls of fluff on this floor any longer. But I'm not crazy enough to think that it can carry on without some of the old guard. Since refusing to come out on the trip to the fashion college, Brenda hasn't shown her face at the shop. Because I want to have a chat with Brenda, because I don't feel she's very happy.
Break it to me gently. Let me down the easy way.
Brenda! I wanted to come and see you because last time I saw you, you were in a panic with your head in the fridge over the Coca-Cola spillage.
Yeah.
And you wouldn't come on the van with me. I missed you on that. I need you.
Yeah, but I started that, Mary. I had to finish it, and doing that, I finished the kitchen floor and the toilet as well.
I just was worried about you. I was just getting like, where's Brenda? You'd had enough, hadn't you?
I had enough.
I'm just hearing that you're not really keen on the shop. Well, you've said you're not that keen on the shop.
Well, to me, it looks like a glorified indoor market.
Yeah, but it's working well.
Oh, yeah, it is working well, yeah, but it's not the same shop, so you've got to come forward with things, haven't you, really?
I'm on the last sort of haul of this business now, and it's really the most vital part is getting the whole living and giving together. And I need at least some really good volunteers who I can rely on to take it to the next level, and I need you for that. I just do, you know?
You didn't really miss me, did
I
you?
did actually miss you because you've been on my training, on the journey, you've understood it, and you've been one of the key players. I just need that kind of united energy and understanding of what we're trying to do, that then I know Jo's got this really good team of volunteer supporters. I just wanted to make sure that you were on side.
I'm still OK to come in the shop. Oh, yeah, I'm still OK.
Good.
I should miss it if I don't get in. In fact, I'm missing it today now. I just don't know what to do with myself today.
Countdown. What time's countdown on, love? OK, cutie. Thanks for letting me in.
All right.
And not slapping me on the old head when I came in the door. Or throwing a snowball at me.
So now you've got to get out the road?
Now I've got to get out and I've got to work this afternoon because we've got to keep taking the money. I was just hoping I still had her on side because she's a powerful little character, Brenda, and I need her. The shop needs her. Hopefully the bad times are behind us, and with just 2 weeks to go to hit my £2,000 target, I need that to be the case. Today, my idea to breathe new life into my shop by selling brand new stock sourced from the local community begins. Callum, the young bag designer from the fashion college, is running his profit share stall at the shop.
Hi, how you doing? I'm Callum, it's nice to meet you.
I'm Alice.
Alice, hi.
I'm Wendy.
Wendy,
And
hello.
after you, Shelley.
Well, I've got some bags, I've got some jewellery and some T-shirts and...
Oh, sounds good.
Yeah.
And I've guaranteed some fantastic fashion by giving local sixth formers the chance to sell off their fashionable second-hand clothes.
They make their little bit of money, we get a little donation, even if we don't make too much that way. We get the people coming in and perhaps they'll start spending money, they'll look around at other things, and I suppose that's Mary's idea, really. It just brings the other people in as well.
Thankfully, Jo's back on fighting form, 100% behind this new idea. But I hope the same can be said of the volunteers.
Are you, got exams and things?
Yeah, well, I mean, we're kind of like working on our final collections now because I'm in my final year.
Of course, you're in your final year, yes.
Basically, everything's recycled. So it's old T-shirts and then like reclaimed fabrics, and then these are reclaimed seatbelts as well.
The thing is, in a way, I thought we were just going to have one lot each week, but now we've got 3 lots. It's too much.
Even though Wendy is feeling overrun by some of the whippersnappers, she's not going to stay out of their way. Far from it. She's going to teach Callum how selling should be done.
If I was you, you'd have to approach people.
Yeah, I'm dreadful. I really am.
Yeah, well, if you want to sell them, you really ought to push. Ask people as they come in or as they go out, would they like to buy a bag?
Yeah.
And then you'll get an idea of what sort of bags people want.
Because I'm just dreadful with it because I don't want to badger them.
Not exactly badger people, but sort of push it a bit more. I mean, you could stand there and show them one. Callum with his bags, he's just standing there, and if he wants to sell them, he's got to, do something about it, really.
Well, at least Wendy's making an effort with our new recruits. The till duty has just gone younger by 70 years. Which is good, because I need these bright young things to come back and do this again. What does it feel like for you guys being in a charity shop? What does it feel like? Does it feel like a charity shop? Do you feel it?
It does feel like a charity shop. I think it feels like a real proper shop.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Real proper
fashion shop.
Good girl. I like that. Stephanie. Callum selling. Look at Callum selling.
Yeah, have a look. Try some of the bags on. Because what I do is I do recycled clothing and accessories.
Wendy's efforts with her protégé have paid off.
Well, actually, I think those bags are great, actually. I think he's quite engaging, and I think he's probably going to act quite well with the public once they get over his rather bizarre costume.
There's one final bit of good news. Brenda has made a comeback. Hi, Brenda!
Hello. Are you taking the mickey out of me? Because I can soon go out.
No! And look, matching the jacket as well, the little blue boots. Hey, what do you think to the young ones? They're young.
Yeah, very
They look good.
Yeah, very good.
It's alive! It's alive. How much more exciting does that look? It's a completely different feel. It's a lovely, lovely vibe, Today, I feel convinced that mixing old and new is going to be great for business. But my good mood is about to be ruined.
I applaud what you're doing with the shop, but I do have a couple of reservations. You are moving relentlessly middle class anymore.
What I am trying to do is to get more money for the charity by bringing in a bigger mix. I have product in here, clothes that are priced at £2, £3, the same as it was before. I have increased another level where there's a mix of stock where I can get sometimes £30 for an item of clothing. Show me something that you would have bought before and see whether I've upped the price of it.
I've bought before.
What have you bought?
Well, the last purchase I made from here was a short tennis racket, a Speedo, 70p, in a sleeve to carry it with.
Do you think it's fair to pay 70p for a racket? Don't you think you could have paid £1.50?
No, I wouldn't.
No. Well,
because I know I can get it for £1.
Yeah.
Maybe without a sleeve, but I can get one for £1.
You know what I'm trying to do? I'm trying to genuinely fairly price things and say to people, I think that's fair and reasonable, and I think it's even more fair and reasonable for the charity. So in all honesty, I know you could probably afford £2.50 for the tennis racket, a £5 for the tennis racket, and so therefore I want that customer who's prepared to pay that. You're annoyed because I'm getting a bit more money for my stuff.
I'm not annoyed. I'm outside of it. I'm
annoyed. All right, I'm annoyed.
I'm a customer.
I'm annoyed.
Who buys things less in here now since you've opened, and it's up to you to interpret the reason for that and to decide I'm just a skanky cheapskate who could go somewhere more appropriate.
You might be a skanky cheapskate, but what you came in to tell me is that I'm alienating people that are poor.
I didn't say
And I'm not. I'm
I use the
alienating
word
people like you who will spend £1 on a coffee or £2 on a coffee, yet won't spend it in here for charity.
Alienating?
No,
I said
who's your
customer
This
base.
middle class, as if I'm some pompous little Londoner who's come down here to create this empire. I haven't.
I wish you well. Why shouldn't I? It doesn't cost me anything.
Wish me well, because it's not for me, actually. It's for Save the Children.
Well, it's not just a question of price. Where's the variety? I wish you well.
Thank you. There's extraordinary variety, let me tell you that. I've never seen so much. But anyway...
Sort of.
I hate that implication that I've alienated poor people. I really, really hate that implication. We haven't done that at all. But I know there's a lot of people who should be buying from here, who we just didn't get as a customer, and I can't do that by sending out the same old stuff that we were doing before.
I may be on the way to transforming donations with my D-Day campaign, but there's no point in improving the quality of stock if no one's buying it. And if I want to get more people into charity shops, I'm going to have to change their attitude to second-hand fashion.
A lot of people don't think it's cool to style themselves from charity shops. And we've seen that. We've got those fashion fix youngsters that just think it's all got to be new or it's got to have a label. So the big thing here is to convert those customers, to make them think, do you know what, I am going to go down to my charity shop, I am going to see what fashion they've got, and I feel quite proud wearing it.
A few years ago, super cheap fashion retailers underwent a massive image change. What had been super naff became super fashionable. And largely responsible for this was the fashion press. And now I need to get them working for me. I've got an idea for a publicity stunt, so I've enlisted the help of celebrity stylist Kate Halfpenny. And yet again, I need my army of volunteers by my side.
The big reason that I want you here today is that I'm going to take you all to London Fashion Week, OK?
Oh, wow.
I want us to look at styling some of the fashionistas, some of the fashion press, some of the celebs, OK? And we're going to do it with all the little bits of stuff that we've got here.
That's amazing.
This is Kate, who's going to help you styling, and Kate is a professional stylist who styles some very glamorous women.
If this publicity stunt is going to make the fashion crowd sit up and start rethinking charity shop clothing, then Graham and the girls are going to need some styling tips.
So pencil skirts and colours, I mean, this is absolutely stunning. Well, just something as simple as this. This is just a man's shirt with a woman's fitted blazer, and just do the kind of little 50s neckties and things like that. This could be a winter skirt, and then you could take it through to summer and just wear it without, put tights on it in winter.
OK, so what you say?
Prints are very on trend.
Right, Graham, go on.
Well, I choose things that are attractive to the eye. That appealed to me straight away, because I'm thinking of what I'd like to see a lady wearing as she walks along the street.
Good for you.
I like that.
You'd like to see her walking along the street.
What would you put it with?
Something
What would I put it with?
If you were going to put that on somebody at Fashion Week, what would you put it with?
Nice short skirt.
Yeah.
Do you want something to enhance that colouring? Yeah, you want trousers or a skirt that's not going to take away the look of that, isn't it?
Yeah.
I'm getting the hang of this fashion.
I think you've shown real potential.
Thank you. Oh, thank you. I do the books normally. I progressed this morning. I've come out today with the fashion.
Before we let my lot loose at London Fashion Week, I need to turn them into ambassadors of charity shop style.
Oh! This is Graham, every bit the man about town. Slung over with his hand-knit scarf, Graham looks every bit the art student, or the art teacher, or even the artist himself. Take it away, Graham. Lila is in her wonderful vintage print dress. Prints are very on trend this season, with the oversized cardigan slung beautifully with a little scarf, making Lila look ever so sophisticated. Lila!
I'm hoping my team will pick up a load of tips from Kate, but sometimes even the best in the business can struggle.
Go on, I dare you. Go on. Oh my God! I'll never work again.
I've got a problem.
Which ones was the
London Fashion Week is all about generating publicity. For 1 week, the world's press are all under one roof.
The most important thing today is we just want to say to people, think about where you buy your fashion from. This isn't just about buying second-hand, but it's about making second-hand a part of your shopping trip. And just show people, and the toughest people, let's face it, the fashion press and the fashionistas and the celebs, that wearing second-hand can look fantastic, you know? Hi, ladies! Oh, look at you, look!
last stand, guys. Fantastic. I've got a mix of charity stock and I've set up a shop right in the middle of all the action.
No, that's quite a shoe, isn't it?
Absolutely. My plan is to collar some celebrities, convince them to ditch their designer wear and swap it for an outfit from our charity rail.
I think the shoes are great. I think the shoes are really good. I like the blue shoes. No, the tights are a bit leery.
This isn't about selling the clothes, guys. Okay. This is about styling them.
Okay.
So we're showing them how fab they can look. And I've spotted the perfect person to kick us off. Gossip column favourite, Peaches Geldof. You are going to be now. Hello, Mary. How are you, darling? Do you know who this lady is?
Nice face, you can't forget.
Oh, nice. Would you mind if we styled you? In fact, they style you.
Yeah, I'm so down with that.
Come on, let's get going then. Right. Come on, Peaches.
That's a sweet little one.
And Peaches, any comments, any tips you can give them, right? And say that if there was a kind of young, kooky, cool kid coming in there,
I would wear her whole outfit.
You'd wear her, I know.
Like, I would. It's so good.
Are florals coming in again this year?
I mean, in your world, which I want to be a part of, so hell yeah.
So let's see if my pensioners can style Peaches in an outfit she'd be proud to be packed in.
I really want to dye my hair grey. Do you have any tips?
There'll be plenty of time for you to be grey, and then you'll want to dye it the colour you've got now.
That's a pretty top. Skinny jeans or something.
You'd wear that with jeans, wouldn't you?
Yes, skinny jeans. Oh, she said that fashion.
This isn't it, Inga? Is that a good size? Hi, guys. Just as I hoped, Peaches and the volunteers are starting to cause a stir, and the press pack are gathering.
I'm into it, yeah. I think it's very hippie.
It's this year, isn't it?
It is this year.
I'm sure she'll publicise. I bought this in the charity shop. How do you like it? It's not what I usually wear, but it's really this year. You know about charity shops, don't you?
I do, yeah.
I mean, your dad has worked for charity for ages and ages.
He has indeed.
And how much are you doing for it?
True, not that much, but maybe now I will. It's a moral message given to me.
Please, we need you.
I'll spread your
Believe
word.
me.
Whenever I'm thinking about buying designer, I'll have your little face in my head saying, we need you.
Okay, you look great.
There's so much more life in clothes and, vintage clothes, because you can think, who wore this before me? What was their life like? How come they gave it away? What memories does it hold? Whereas it's kind of soulless buying something from a sweatshop.
Hey, Jodie, come here, mate. Oh, and here's an interesting challenge for our styling team. Charity shop?
I've been in one or two before, but it's not usually where I go and get my clothes.
Right, listen. I need people like you to spread the word to charity shop, OK? So Trish is going to style you. Will you let us style you today?
Well, you do look fabulous, so
doesn't she?
Go on then.
I knew. Please go in. To really get the word out, we need more than just celeb endorsement. I need the press to write about us.
Hello, Joe. Nice to meet you. I'm Trisha. Glad you came to see.
And before we know it, the power of the grey rinse has some of Britain's most influential fashion editors flocking to our shop. Hey, morning, Calgary. God, you look amazing. Right.
See you.
Calgary from British Vogue. I'm going to hand you over.
Okay, I'm
to
in
my
your hand.
team stylist.
So if I wore that skirt, what would you put on the top?
It's simple and get chic and nice one, isn't it? What
do you think?
That's nice. Yes.
All right. Am I ready to go?
Do us one little favour. If you get a minute, write about it in Vogue, how good it is to charity shop.
Okay, yes.
The way fashion works is everything comes back around and again, and rather than going to the high street and buying a kind of this week's copy of something that happened 10 or 15 years ago, you can go to a charity shop and for less money buy a better version of the real thing. It's just a no-brainer, really.
Yeah. It's really, really elegant on you.
This does have that ode to charity shop.
Does it?
Smell about it. It does a bit, yeah. Actually, the times we live in means that people are going to be wanting to put more effort into finding a bargain. So I think that our readers will be more adventurous about it than I probably am.
We'd love you to try and encourage through your column others to shop charity. Donate, don't dump.
Of course I will.
Lila, get the other side of Lisa so we get a good Lila.
I will be writing something. Yeah, I mean, definitely.
That is so cool. You know what? Look at her hair. You two separated at birth.
We're like twins.
We're sisters.
She's my younger sister. I think it's a great idea for Mary to be doing this because charity needs a better name. It needs a bit of an update. I think people see charity shops as being a bit fuddy-duddy, a bit stale, but in reality, I mean, look at the stuff here today. I mean, this is a great outfit that I've got from Charity Clothes. You can go to a charity shop and bust up a great look, so I think it's really cool.
Hey, Miss O'Connor, come in! Hello, ladies. And just as the day is drawing to a close, the Queen of the Catwalk has come to check us out. If we can convince Erin to wear second-hand, then that's a powerful message to everyone.
How's it going?
Right, who's in charge of dressing the glamorous Erin?
What do you think? It's very nice, isn't it?
Try it underneath.
Put a belt round it?
Yeah,
put a belt round it.
Oh, like I'm about to be abused. It's wonderful.
Oh, that's nice.
Graham's coming.
I'm not sure if it's safe to have Graham so close to a supermodel.
Sorry.
It's very exciting. It's the first man I've had for a while.
She is a lovely girl. What a smile and what a bone structure her face.
Would you, in our charity shop clothes, can you do a little catwalk along here?
Go, Erin, go!
Oh, wait. Right, I've got no heels on. I'll give it to you anyway.
Some of the most glamorous women on the planet have proved today that when it comes to looking fantastic, you don't always have to think new.
The idea of picking up something unique is so good. It's a brilliant way of looking at it. And yes, I think we're rather excitable in the best possible sense.
Keep going on your mission. You do fantastic.
Donate, don't dump.
Exactly.
Oh, it's fantastic. A real great experience. I wouldn't have missed it for the world, really. It's just something I'm not used to. You know, I've mixed in different circles to this, and it's certainly a fantastic experience.
They have just been such incredible support to me today. Incredible. I honestly do feel humbled every time I work with these people. I mean, they have been on their feet all day, they've been selling, they've been pushing it, and I just want people out there to get this message that we have some great fashion in charity shops. Come and shop with us. And the next day, I find out that our hard sell has paid off. The London paper, Metro, to break through during Fashion Week when the celebs are all out, I just think it's brilliant. But our work isn't done yet. Today is D-Day, a big day for my army of volunteers and a really important one for me.
I have to look at the stairs.
That's right.
I've spent months trying to solve the biggest problem facing charity shops, dire donations. Today, my volunteers are going to find out if D-Day works.
Hi, how are you?
Girls, I really hate to disturb you, but could I see some hands of people who have brought in just a little bit today?
Yeah, look at this one all over.
I don't believe you. Come on, I must give you a hug. And this one as well. Come on. Thank you so much, really. You've got a lovely office here.
It's been a week since my ladies spoke to hundreds of workers at their respective businesses. And now they're going to find out if their pitches have paid off. Are those bags full of tact or treasure?
Right, we've got lovely men's jeans. Dire shortage. Men never give us anything worth selling.
Due to expanding waistline.
We all suffer with that one, sweetness, don't we?
Oh, this is gorgeous. So why didn't you wear it?
I don't think I've ever worn it because I have too much choice as it is. I'd be really pleased to donate even more. That's all I could carry.
Hopefully do a regular collection here through the year.
I think we have a wonderful turnout. I really think it was worth it. And I would love to do it again, really. I'm surprised. Pleats are back in, aren't they? And as you walk and they swing, the boys really look. And they say, oh, hasn't she got nice legs?
I don't know what happens when I turn around, the boys think.
Thank you very much.
Oh, there's another man. More menswear. After me. Oh, that looks interesting, yes. D-Day was a wonderful idea. I'm only cross that I didn't think of it myself. Our shop, we're definitely going to go back and look at the map and find some other companies.
It just goes to show how much great stuff is gathering dust in the back of people's wardrobes.
Dress for you. It's a wedding dress. I have to say it's not my wedding dress, but I just wondered how much you might get for it.
We can easily get 300 minimum, I'm telling you, but you can get easily. This is beautiful.
Oh, look at him. I'm overwhelmed. It's just fantastic. Absolutely fantastic. I think that, you know, one day, and we've got all this, we do this on a regular basis, it'll be phenomenal.
It's just an amazing feeling.
And you just imagine the amount of money that it's going to raise and how many children it's going to help. It's okay?
Yeah, sure. Yeah, you sure?
I'm so pleased that my D-Day campaign has been a success. I finally found a way to improve the quality of donations, not just for these ladies and their shops, but just maybe for every charity out there. Today, it's D-Day for me. I took over my shop in Orpington to prove that charity shops can be as good as the best retailers on the high street. I'm meeting the bosses to find out if I've succeeded. And it all boils down to one thing: whether my changes have made a difference where it counts, at the till. There could, quite honestly, be a situation of, that was fine, we know we've improved sales, but glad to get her out of the way. But, you know, if that's the case, I can honestly say I've given it my all. That's what I can honestly say. Being selfish, and me personally, I want to look at this business in 3 years and going, I developed that to a new level, you know? And I did my bit for charity in that way, I do. And I really, really, really want them to do this. If I've managed to reach the target set for me, there's a chance the charity will roll out my ideas across all its 126 shops. It's time to meet the bosses of Save the Children. And I don't mind admitting, I'm a bit nervous. This is where the decisions will be made. This is where I want from them to say, yeah, it's worked, we're going ahead with it. It's vital, otherwise, you know, I will feel that I've just achieved a kind of a nice, you know, buzzy shop that hasn't got a kind of relevance to the rest of the charity businesses. I want them, Save the Children, to pick this up and run with it. I'm meeting Jane Cartwright from head office and area manager Nick.
Hi, Mary.
How are you?
Hi, good to see you.
You too.
Hi,
Good
afternoon.
Hi.
This was a big risk for us to take on 5 months ago. We didn't know what was going to happen. We've got, you know, this is a big organisation. This is retail is an expensive form of fundraising, and we need to get it right.
Hit me with the numbers. How are we doing? Have we done?
We gave you a target, didn't we?
Yeah.
£2,000 a week.
Yeah.
And you looked pretty nervous about whether we could actually achieve that.
Was the word, Jane. Aghast.
Okay, you look pretty aghast. Since we reopened after the refit, it's been pretty phenomenal.
It's been fantastic. It's been a dramatic success.
Yeah.
It really has.
Absolutely phenomenal. Absolute success. You've achieved your target of £2,000 a week, so well done.
Not only are sales up, but we've increased, you know, transactions. We've got more people coming into the shop. We're up by about 100 customers a week, and that's new customers. That's amazing. And that proves that we're bringing in new people. But also average spend has doubled. So not only are we getting more people in, but existing customers are also spending more.
Brilliant.
I think we can categorically say a success. I think we can, yeah, definitely. I mean, the challenge is now for us to maintain it, you know, without you. Take it forward and take it on. It's going to be great. It really is. Hopefully it'll carry on getting better.
I'm smiling here like a little bit of a Cheshire cat.
Yeah.
A little bit of a...
I'm absolutely delighted with what the volunteers have done, with what Joe's done, with what Nick's done, with what you've done. I think it's been amazing, and I'm 100% behind it. So you have, you know, you absolutely have my backing. I'm absolutely committed to it.
We have a new charity business. We have a new charity business. I am so thrilled that my work at the shop has been a success. I've proved my point that charity shops don't have to be the poor relative on the high street. And if my ideas are rolled out across the entire chain, it might just start a revolution in charity retail. But none of this would have been possible without my volunteers. I can't wait to tell them our news.
Oh, Mary! Good morning.
Hello, darling. How are you?
All right. Yes, I've got to curtsy to the queen of the shops.
Why is that, Jean?
Because you are queen of the charity shop.
Joe. Hiya, how are you? Last day? Good, I'm good, I'm excited.
Oh, me too, I'm so excited. We're going to miss you, though.
Oh, I'm going to miss you lot, sadly.
Well, you put us on the right road. We hope it's the right road.
What do you mean we hope, Peter? What do you mean we hope?
You haven't led us astray.
Oh, I hope I haven't been. I've invited everyone I've worked with over to my shop to say goodbye. And I'm hoping what I've done here will inspire them.
Family!
This is just the beginning. This is just the beginning. And if I'm a little charity out there or a big charity out there watching this, I'd be wanting to pick this up too. So, ring in. Here's my little Lila.
Hello, darling.
You coming to hear my news? I'm going to talk to you all about what we have achieved.
Not another sermon.
Lila? Hi, Wendy. It was a meeting. How are you? Okay. Today is the last day I come to Orpington Save the Children. And I have to say I feel really sad. 6 months ago, or nearly 6 months ago, I came into a shop that felt very, very different from today. A shop that needed love, actually. A shop that needed to make more money for Save the Children. We're taking £900 a week, and we're now taking £2,000 a week, OK? Phenomenal.
That's wonderful.
And that's been us, hasn't it?
Yes.
And we've done it, and we've delivered a great business. So I just want to say enjoy it. Before I go, I want to give you a little gift to stay here. OK, I want you all to wear these, so whatever shift is on, you're going to wear these, OK? OK, you will not. Yeah. I actually feel really, really privileged that I've had the chance to do this. Love and luck, sweetie. All right? Take care. And I think it's something that really, genuinely has touched my life, you know? Oh. And it's made me have to think about how I work with people. Was it straightforward? Was it hell? Were there times when I could have put my head in my hands and ran a mile? Of course. I shall miss you too. But the fact that I was dealing with women who had been doing this for 40 years made this actually an amazing challenge for me, because to get them to work with me and for me to work with them, you know, and understand each other and dance on the same stage was just wonderful. Wonderful.
Yeah. Bye, dear.
Bye, Brenda. Bye, Jean. Bye, Joe. OK, my darling Joe.
Yeah, hi.
These are yours. These were mine. And now they're yours. Take care, my love. Thank you so much. Take care. Good luck. You deserve it. You've been amazing.
Thank you.
Good luck, my darling. Take care.
We'll miss
Bye-bye.
To stay in profit in the recession, two companies face some tough choices in the firing line. Next, here on BBC Two.